Cool. So, we need to get to the island. Leave this area, because this is pointless. We don't need this. We might need it a bit later, not now. So yeah, we've now got this dude hanging out here.
Hey, another strange creature. Where did that come from? And what's that it's playing with?
The noise it makes is so weird.
There.
It's like when I eat like really good food. But as you can see, he's holding a. If my thing would actually show it up right.
A strange little fellow. The way he clenches this red Hawaii egg, he seems to be crazy about it.
Yeah, no, it's a Noai egg he's got. So keep that in mind for later. There was something I was supposed to show you guys earlier that would mean like that would make more sense, but I forgot. Yes, sorry. So let's get out of here. And then essentially what you want to do is let me think. Where do we go first? Where should we go? Let's go to the tree. Go to the tree first.
Oh dear. Aren't those, those creatures that prey on you in the depth of the forest and lure you into dangerous places? What are they called again? Chusky, oracles. Oh no, lightning bugs.
I don't know how you could get that mixed up. Oh, Chasky, which are basically like golem creatures. Oracle, which are giant snakes that tell you you're going to destroy the world. And, oh, lightning bugs, basically fireflies. I don't know how you could even get that remotely mixed up. But yeah, if you try to touch them, they go like, and they go into the tree.
The tree seems to be hollow.
But then if you walk over here, they sort of appear again. Because that's supposed to be a clue. And then what you want to do is take the cork that you got from earlier and... Oh, sorry. No, go away. Get the cork and put it in the tree. The hole in the tree. And basically try and grab him again. Chop chop! Come on! So slow. And they go under this rock.
Where have they gone?
Where? So then they, obviously, we know where they went. We're not that stupid, so we pick the rock up.
Those lightning bugs have disappeared too. Hey, there's nothing here. Where have they gone?
But there is this little bleak spot here. So take your shovel and use it on the bleak spot.
Maybe I'm going slightly mad, but the lightning bugs must have gone somewhere. What the heck? There we go. There's a cavern under the tree.
He dug that like damn fast. So go in the little cavern, and you'll notice that you can, on the other side, climb up through the tree, and you can see everything. So if you look at the island.
That's the island where I'm supposed to find Kalida. It doesn't look too far from up here, but how am I supposed to get there?
Cool. So at the minute, there's not really much we can do up here. So just climb back down the tree. You do that just by like using the hand icon. I think I'm gonna double click. Let's get this moving. So head off and go to the circus. Cool. And go into the trap. And take a look at the torn note. And as you can see, it basically tells you how to do the human cannibal. So obviously we've got Sadwick, and then we've got like a cone that he has to fit into. You need the cannon, which is obviously what you put the cone into. You obviously need bombs or some kind of light to light the cannon, and then you need a parachute at the end. Essentially, this is what you're going to do with the tree. So the tree is the cannon. So we've got that segment. So what we need is we need to have a plug. Sorry, I called it a cone. It's plug. We need to have bombs. We do have bombs, but they don't have fuses, and we need some kind of parachute. So, first of all, take the hat. Oh, that's lying on the floor. And you'll notice that it's a pointed hat, and it's shaped a lot like the plug. However, it's not actually, like, stiff. Lol. Stiff enough to work. So we're going to need to find something that puts a bit of starch into it. You can also look at these cables and something a bit weird
Where do
happens.
these pipes come from? And what's with these strange sparks? How can that be? Ouch! Oh, that headache! Damn! Ow! Ouch! Ah! Down!
Oh, it's always the same with the boy.
What just happened? I don't think I really want to know.
That's a bit weird, but like, it'll make sense later. Ew. So Leaf, sorry if my breath is making like a weird sound in the microphone. Last time I recorded, my voice kept cutting off, so I've put the sensitivity up and moved the mic a bit closer, but because of that you can sometimes hear me breathing, so sorry if that's a bit off-putting. But you're gonna have to deal with it. Yeah, look at this. Here is a trap. This is what I was meant to look at ages ago, but we didn't, so, give it a look.
Fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait.
Hint, hint, hint! So, obviously, that's why we need to get hold of that Nawai egg. So, right, let me just have a little think about this. Okay, speak to Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
God, Ben is such a douche. Ask, did you feel the earthquake?
Did you feel the earthquake?
Well, I certainly did. I dropped all my balls. I hope it doesn't happen during a performance.
What if the earthquake is an indication of the world falling apart? Or the sky crumbling down?
During a performance? That'd be a catastrophe.
Ha ha. You don't fool me. You're just as scared of the end as everybody else.
I'm an artiste. I'm never scared.
Lol. So then, yeah. You really expect me to believe that you're never scared?
You really expect me to believe that you're never scared?
That's right. Never.
Never. And then say, not even of Asgil?
Not even of the Asgil?
Asgil? What's that supposed to be?
And then you basically have to describe an Asgil. And there's a particular way of doing this, because basically you're gonna essentially make an Asgil. So you have to name stuff that you're gonna actually be able to get your hands on. So what you want to say is the Asgil are terrifying creatures with sharp claws.
The Asgil are terrifying creatures with sharp claws.
Claws?
Yes, so sharp they can peel the skin from your body in mere seconds.
And what else?
They have 2 heads.
They have 2 heads.
2 heads?
Yes, and each head possesses a toxic breath that paralyzes its prey. And while one of the heads eats your defenseless limbs, the other is laughing its cruel and cackling laugh.
Ooh, I'm starting to get the picture.
And then finally, even worse, are their teeth.
Even worse are their sharp teeth.
Teeth?
Yes, they can bite through your neck in no time. The jaws are strong enough to grind even the strongest bones to mere dust.
Ooh, those Asgil really seem to be gruesome creatures. I have to admit, I wouldn't want to meet them in a dark alley.
Cool, so, that's basically it. So if you... just say see ya.
See you.
Yep, see you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
So cool, so now we know what Ben is expecting from the Asgil. Now we already have 2 of those items. We've got turtles, which have 2 heads, and we've got the dentures, so we just need some claws. So if you go into Sadwick's trailer and grab the bear claws off his rug. I'm pretty sure you could grab those earlier, but like, just there's no point until now. And then leave, because basically you can't actually put them together because you haven't got anything to stick them together. So if we get out of here, and if we go back to the tree, on the side of the tree, Oh, it has to enter from the wrong side. Bring it over this side. There's resin on the tree.
That's a lot of resin. It looks like the tree is bleeding.
Charming. Fucking hell, that's morbid. Try and take it off with your
I
hands.
can't scrape off the resin with my bare hands. The only thing I'd achieve is getting my hands sticky.
Okay, so we need something to get it off the tree. Now we've already got that. We've got a knife, but I'm not gonna bother trying it. But basically, because it's sticky, he's like, oh, I need a container for it. So we need like a bottle or a plate or something like that. So once again, if we leave this area, where's my arrow? There it is. Oh my God, Spot is hilarious. All right, go to the cave. And then what you want to do is you want to make Spot fit, and then use him on this bowl here. I just pointed at the screen with my damn finger. Like, you guys were ever going to appreciate that. That's going to be useless to you.
That
Sorry.
might work. Come here, Spot. Here we go.
I love how he barely touches that bowl. Cool. So, that's all we need from here for the time being. And then, if you go back to the tree, you can now get the resin off the tree. Ah, damn it, Sadly. Come in the other side! Curse you! Cool. And then, if you use the knife, actually, I think, actually, no, use the bowl on the tree. I think maybe you can use either and he'll do it now, but I use the bowl. Cool. So he's got all that in there. So now if you combine that with the bear claw.
There. I applied the resin to the claw. Yuck. Now it's all sticky.
Cool. So now you can
I
stick
guess
those
I could
two
tinker
together.
with these a bit. That's not bad. It isn't finished yet, but it's a good start.
Cool. And then now you can combine that with the, oh god, with the dentures as well.
The dentures would fit perfectly with my little piece of art.
Cool. So now basically you've got a two-headed monster. That will serve as your Asgil. So back to circus, and then obviously, as you could probably guess, we now make Ben shit himself. He had it coming, to be fair.
I've got something for you.
Oh! An Asgil! Whoa! Take it away!
So, right, first thing you want to do is grab the
away!
pantaloons,
Oh.
and then grab the ball on the floor.
Huh?
Cool.
Very
And yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't know if you can do it multiple times, or if like I don't know if he's like on a little timer, and then you can do it multiple times, or if he just remains scared until you grab what you need to grab. Basically, yeah, you need the pantaloons. If he's on a timer, grab those first, because I think you can pick up the ball without him yelling at you. But yeah, you need the pantaloons and you need the ball. So now we go back to the ruins. And then basically, you offer the ball to the Shadow Newt.
You wanna swap? Yeah? With this awesome red ball I have? Okay then, catch!
Cat, what a prick! Just made it jump to its death! It's like a lemming. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Pick up the egg. There's such animal abuse in this game. Alright, go! So now we go, back to the circus. So I was trying to remember then. I was like, where do I go? And then, obviously, we've got the bait now for our trap. So use the egg. Is it me, or does that look surprisingly delicious? Just because it looks like a foil wrapped Easter egg to me. Easter egg. Cool. Now, if you try and grab these guys with your hands...
Sadwick, don't!
How often did I tell you that you don't catch fire dragons with bare hands?
How often did I tell you that you don't catch fire dragons with bare hands?
Quite often?
Are you suicidal?
How do you figure that?
Morbid. So basically, what you want to do instead is you want to feed them to Spot.
Bon appetit, Spot.
Spot.
Sadwick, no!
Look at him jump.
Shoo!
Now look what you've done!
Well, Spot seems to like it.
He even liked his gallstones. He just doesn't know what's good for him. Or he wouldn't follow you around all the time.
He's now essentially become a Pokemon. But yeah, this is another form of Spots. So you've got a new one. I think it's probably the coolest one. I think he looks really funny like that. I like him with his little black eyes as well. So, leave him as a fire thing. A fire pillar. And basically we now want to go to the cave. I'm now starting to double click when I leave areas because I can't be bothered to wait for Sadwick to walk around. Sorry. And then head in. Cool. And then there's a massive spider web.
Yeah. Okay. That was the moment my repressive tendencies took over. I won't dwell on the fact that spiderwebs never appear from nowhere. There's always a corresponding spider.
Yes, those mushrooms are farting, by the way. I know, right? It's fucking weird. Use Spot on the web.
Show me what you can do.
Fire, nana.
Good boy, Spot.
So head deeper into the cave. What the shit, right? Okay, so head down the steps.
I won't take one more step as long as those eyes are staring at me.
Cool. So this, right. There are a few puzzles in this game that, in my mind, just don't make any logical sense. And I don't like adventure games that do that. This game only does it about 2 or 3 times, I think, and so I can sort of forgive it. And at one point when it does it, it actually kind of makes a joke about it, so I let it slide. There's some really terrible ones out there. Like, there's a game called Ghost Pirates of Voodoo Island, which for a little while I debated doing. It's made by the same company who made Vampire Story, which I will be doing, because I quite like Vampire Story. But Ghost Pirates of Voodoo Island is made by the same people, and it's essentially a massive Monkey Island ripoff, and, like, so many puzzles in it just make no sense. This is one of the few points of the game where I don't understand the solution to this little puzzle, because I thought, send Spot in, while he's on fire, it'll light the room. You don't do that. You do your Spot, you turn him into Fat Spot for some reason, and then use him on the eyes.
Well, let's see. Ugh, those eyes were scary already, but this...
What the shit? I assume that I assume the solution is this, in that I assume that by making Spot big, he looks more threatening, and so the fish responds by by lighting his, because he's like an anglerfish, lighting his little bulb and responding to the threat. But I was just like, it's so like, oh my god, it's such a tenuous link. It's just so crap. But when enough of that. Anyway, there's a rope on the floor. Pick it up. And while you're here, also just make a note of how many eyes this thing has. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Though you can't actually see that one very well, but it might actually be worth counting it while it's still dark. But it's got 11 eyes. You'll need that information for later. So leave the cave, and then you never have to come back here, essentially. That's all you need. Rope. So, let's, basically, you want to go back to the circus. It's probably the last time you go to the circus, I think. So, yeah. The last time we see that douchebag Ben and that crackpot grandpa.